Is the fire hydrant in your neighborhood working? Hundreds upon hundreds remain out of service in Kansas City.
Now, after 41 Action News began asking the city why, the Water Services Department decided to completely overhaul its hydrant inspection program.
Amy Hawley is live in Kansas City.
Well, 800 fire hydrants across Kansas City are out of service. Most of them sit months, and firefighters say many of them will even sit longer than a year without any repairs at all. So the city's Water Services Department told us today they're now making changes to speed up repair time, but they say it's not because they believe there's a public safety concern.
Do you have any public safety concerns at all?
No.
Surprising to hear when the city admits there are 800 fire hydrants that wouldn't work during a fire. But the city says it's not a public safety problem if the hydrant in front of your house doesn't work because there's another one down the street no more than 600 feet away.
We believe with that redundancy, we are still providing fire protection and enabling the fire department to do their job.
I'm not comfortable with that.
We requested the inspection records of every fire hydrant that either needs repairs or is out of service. In Annalee's Hyde Park neighborhood, the one that's not working sits right in front of her house. It's an asset that always made her feel safe. Firefighters would have to stretch a hose several hundred feet away to the next hydrant at the corner.
That's a long ways to bring a hose from down the corner to middle of the block, and probably take a little more time.
It only took 13 minutes for fire to destroy Josh Priest's house in April.
I asked the fire chief what's going on, and he tells me they have no more water.
The hydrant nearest his house was color-coded wrong. Firefighters lost time finding another, so far away you can't even see it, and it cost him his home. Firefighters say fire doubles in size every minute. This is why we started asking the city why repairs take months, perhaps even years.
Again, going months on end is terribly inefficient, and that's what we are working to correct by moving from a paper process to a paperless process. So we definitely want to improve and make that more efficient.
Right now, it can take firefighters up to 30 days to get their inspection findings on paper to the water department.
But looking at the map, they weren't sure if they were supposed to inspect this hydrant.
The city has now streamlined the paper system and is now working to move to an electronic system.
What this would do would make us operate as close to real time as possible.
Now, the city maintains 23,000 fire hydrants. The Water Services Department says of the 800 out-of-service hydrants, they put only about a dozen on a high-priority list because they say they believe those hydrants would actually put the public at rest because they say the next nearest hydrant is just too far away for a firefighter's hose to reach. Firefighters continue their inspections and start new ones in June. In Kansas City, Amy Hawley, 41 Action News.